for my tardiness. And Principal Walters, I'd like you to know, yes, I brought a note from my mother. Mr. Holland had a profound influence on my life, on a lot of lives, I know. And yet I get the feeling that he considers a great part of his own life misspent. Rumor had it he was always working on this symphony of his, and this was going to make him famous, rich, probably both. But Mr. Holland isn't rich, and he isn't famous, at least not outside of our little town. So it might be easy for him to think himself a failure. And he would be wrong. Because I think he's achieved a success far beyond riches and fame. Look around you. There is not a life in this room that you have not touched. And each one of us is a better person because of you. We are your symphony, Mr. Holland. We are the melodies and the notes of your opus. And we are the music of your life.
Mr. Holland's Opus, Hollywood Pictures, 1995. Now, this entire film examines an all-important question. Just what is the definition of success? What can we use as a measurement to determine if a life has been well lived? The answer can be summed up with a Greek word that appears in the scriptures. That word is tupos, and it's used when describing something or someone who can be referenced as an example for others to follow. Followers of Christ were encouraged to become examples to others through the way they conducted their lives. Events in the Old Testament were recorded so they might be examples to us who live in a different place and time. You see, the word tupos literally means an impression or indentation, a mark that's left behind by something that has come into contact with something else. There are few things in life more satisfying than to recognize that your life has had a positive impact on someone else's. That because of your repeated influence and proximity, someone close to you is forever changed. That they have grown, learned, or improved themselves in some way, all because you were there to show them that way. As Mr. Holland discovers through the course of his life, what gave his life meaning and a richness beyond his comprehension was not his early desire to pursue fame and fortune through his musical talents. It was his willingness to pass on his knowledge to others, to share his passion with others, to teach, not only from the classroom, but from the example of his life. And even though he may not have achieved his youthful dreams of being a world-renowned composer, he gained a much fuller and far more satisfying reward, the hearts of his students being forever imprinted with the mark of his example. They became the tupos of his life, the music of his heart, and they will continue as such long after he is gone. So to the teachers that I have been blessed to have throughout the years, I thank you for the impact your lives have had on me. I'm Michael Elliott, and thus saith Hollywood.